see my lighting. I don't know. Hold on, y'all. I think I'm just more chocolate because I've been it was been sunny the last couple of days, so I've been definitely getting some sun. So anyway, and we're gonna go to a eye place so I could get my glasses back because one side is lower than the other. I know how it happened. I was just, yeah, I have a thing like with my glasses is like sometimes I sit on them, but I haven't done that with these, but apparently they fell or something. But anyway, not a big deal, a small thing to a giant like me. And I remember I used to date this man named Al Jabbar. Al Jabbar, he was I met him in the project. So for those who don't know, like I actually, I grew up in Brooklyn and I was born in Brownsville, Brooklyn. Let's have story time. And then we'll get into Pisces season, why this all goes. So I was born in Brownsville, Brooklyn. What they say, Brownsville, never ran, never will. Okay, but I was born in Kings County Hospital, just so you know. And I lived on Saratoga and we lived on Howard Avenue. And yeah, I was born in the hood for sure. We moved out. My mom was a different kind of lady. And so we moved to this neighborhood in Brooklyn called Park Slope. I probably was 6. I think I was 6 years old when we moved. So even though I was born in Brownsville and I left so early, I got vivid memories. Like I fell down the fire escape. Like I remember, like, I don't know, I was 5. I was 5 and it was the New York summers and in the summertime, we used to hang out on the fire escape. Maybe we wouldn't hang out if the window was open. And my mom and them was, we was chilling, everybody, and I just walked out there and fell all the way straight through. And I fell several flights down and I busted my chin. And I remember I got pictures of me with stitches and bandages. It was, yeah. And I still got the scar today to prove it. But yeah, that was interesting. Maybe that's why I remember it, And I remember that time because I was born in 1967. And I remember that time that the brothers was coming home from the Vietnam War. And they was jacked. Like I do remember that. And they were dope fiend heroin addicts. Or heroin, as I learned when you really in the hood, you say heroin, but we grew up with heroin. So addict, and we remember like walking up the stairs or on the stoop, and they was nodding, and I just remember some very vivid memories. I remember our poverty level was at an all-time low as a family, and yeah, it was rough. But my mama was dope. She got us. We moved to Park Slope. And it was like, like life was good. I think I went to the first grade in Park Slope. Yeah, first grade. Yeah, I was about 5 or 6. And then somehow from 6 to 14, we didn't do too well, my mama. So we had to move to the projects. Like who moves to the project? Maybe today they do. At 14, 15, and 16. And my youngest brother was 10. My sister was 16. I was 14. My sister was 15. My oldest brother was 16. So we were a little more kind of established in who you are. I think by 14, you kind of who you're going to be as far as you might not necessarily be too influenced by the stuff around you. And so we were not as much, but at the same time, there was a kind of excitement in the projects as well, because we were coming from the Park Slope. Even when we was in Brownsville, we was a little sheltered. Our mother was very much a mama bear. And we were kind of sheltered in that way. And so we moved to the projects. It was all like, what? It was like exciting. It was all these good looking guys. I remember like Puma Lee, like I'm naming names. Y'all know we got the names up in the hood. Tony Rome and like, oh my God, like I could go on because I know some people, I don't know, a lot of them not even alive anymore. That's the sad part. Not even my friend Al Jabbar. But Al Jabbar was older than me. I think I was 14. We didn't date. He waited till I turned 18, by the way. Just want y'all to know. I was 14 and he used to be like, oh my God, you're looking so good. But I think he was like 24. Like seriously. I know. Listen, don't call the authorities. Let me just say we wasn't together. But he was flirting with me. I was like, oh my God. I was like a young girl. I was like, oh no, like this man, like this is scary. Like, why is he like kind of like, girl, you looking good in them jeans? And I was like, oh Lord. But he waited till I turned 18 and then he asked my sister, could he go out with me? And I was like, what did you say? She's like, you should know. She said, you should go. But later on, we went out for a date. He told me that he bought my sister. He bought my sister a pint of Haagen-Dazs. if she would convince me. I said, you sold me off with some Haagen-Dazs. Like, that was wrong. But my sister really loved Haagen-Dazs then. So I got sold out for some Haagen-Dazs. Okay, anyway. But yeah, that was an interesting story. I never told that story. Like, I just thought about it. He was older than me because at that point he had a child. He had a whole, well, she wasn't his wife, she was his baby mama, his children's mother, and I was 14, but like he didn't really, he just was like, oh great, look good in them jeans, and that was it. And I was like, oh my God, I used to run and high when I saw him. So anyway, by 18 he waited, and then we went on a date, and it's funny, we did get into a relationship, but it didn't really last long. But the friendship, like this man took care of my family like nobody ever. Actually, it was quite a few men that took care of like the whole family. Like no doubt. Like I gotta say, Al Jabbar was one, Joel was another, my first boyfriend, and the guy that worked at the corner store. I can't remember his name. What was his name? Oh my God, he worked at the corner store. He used to get paid. He used to spend all the money on me and the family and buy us food for the whole family. Then he'd be back to his paycheck and he don't have nothing until he work again. And I forget your name. And he was a lot older. I was 18 at that point, and he was way older than me. Like way, probably was in his 30s. I was 18. I'm just saying, like, I'm just being honest with y'all. Like I told you, I usually date men way older. I was kind of conditioned. It was kind of a belief that you young, you gotta get you an older man. These young men can't do nothing for you. And maybe at that time they really couldn't, but well, we know all of that is changing. But I remember that Al Jabbar used to always say he was this little guy, right? But he was strong and he was tough. And he used to be like, you know what? This ain't nothing for a giant like me, a small thing to a giant like me. But he was tiny. But he wasn't a giant. He was little. He was short. He was little. So it was just, I just love that New York. And I want to pay homage to those black men who was there. Like I realize now I've had some good black men. I've had some good black men. My generation back then, y'all, I'm telling y'all, they were great. When I think about it right now, like, oh my God, I was just telling that story to just say, you know, it ain't no big thing. As the law of attraction said, there's nothing serious happening here. You know, I know we feel like it because we're in this Pisces season. And I think that's why I've been going back and I'm telling you a lot of stories. I'm telling you about my child, telling you about how I grew up. And I understand why, because the Pisces make you do that. Tell me, are y'all feeling extra sensitive? Are you all in your feelings? Do you feel kind of moody? Do you find that? Because you probably are. You probably are. And it's because it's so I just need you to know so you'll know. It's just Pisces season. See, my daughter's father's a Pisces, and I know how deep they go in. I feel like Pisces gives you that Pisces season, the Pisces vibratory frequency, the Pisces energy. It actually gives you a chance. It gives you a chance to go and deal with stuff or feelings that you've been holding for a long time or that you've been trying to sort out for a long time. If you find you're arguing more in relationships or things they start and they stop and they start and they stop, particularly in relationships, but just really in anything, it is time to sit down and think about why you feel the way you feel about something and what do you want to do about it. It's like, where do you go from here? Pisces are in it. Like I saw that my daughter's father, they so much in their feelings that they don't even often share their feelings. That's why I say Pisces is an opportunity to now go back and dig down and deal with those underlying feelings, the stuff you're holding on to, the things that come up constantly in your day-to-day interactions or maybe in your relationships, your arguments, things that you keep seeing. It's surface to the top or the resurface to the top, but guess what you do? You push it back down. Because I would say Pisces have to be careful because Pisces can hold on. They remember everything and they're still mad about it. And sometimes they don't speak about it. So it can really kind of kill you from inside, or you start seeing things manifesting in ways you don't want it to be. We have to do the inner work. And we have seasons, we can call them astrological signs, seasons really, that help us to do it. In other words, more is in your favor now to work on those deeper issues or those deeper challenges or just those deeper feelings, because it don't always have to be issues. I feel like just deeper feelings. So let me give you an example of what it could look like. As today, I haven't talked to my sister in a while. I called my sister up and we talked about finances, investment, because that's something that's going on for me right now. Remember, I'm doing a money intensive. It starts Sunday. Y'all, tomorrow is the last day rather to get it for $97. Y'all need to come in. We're doing this in Ghana, but it was like, that's something I want to, it's a thing that I've been working on, but not really working on for a long time, and I want to do it. So it's underlining, it's a feeling, it's something that needs to now have conversations about. We have a conversation with you. Again, I want to thank y'all. Whatever particular system mentioned, the credit union and all of that, and now the refine of the car, just the stuff I'm learning about money, and like I said, debt to income ratio and stuff that's important, fascinating, and it's just a game. It's just a game, and once we know how to play the game, we know how to leverage better. So I'm just all about balance the transfers, and oh my God, like all of it makes sense and I get it. But I called my sister and we talked about those similar things and it was great. I also called my friend from the DR, because he has never stopped calling me, y'all. He has never stopped calling me, never stopped loving me, never stopped being in touch with me, never watching all of me do all of my stuff, because in his mind he messed up, and just what I got to do to at least just be her friend. And I really like that. And the reason why I thought of him, because he kind of reminds me of the old school brothers. But again, remember, this is going deep. So I actually called him, like, to say hi. He calls me every day. So I just want y'all to know, every day. He texts me every day. For the whole year, every day. Okay? I just told you 7 months, every day. And so now I call him and I'm like, no. But it was so nice to have a wonderful conversation. Like Pisces season is, let's go back. And in a sense, Sankofa says, go back and fetch what was lost and bring it back anew. In a sense, I think this Pisces has that kind of rhythm. Go back and fix what was broken and bring it back anew. I'm going to say it again. Pisces seasons to me represents go back and fix what was broken and bring it back anew. So we got all this stuff out. Like he's so sorry, but he's spiritual too. So he knew, it was a great, again, a great conversation with my sister. But this was in bed. I got out of bed and didn't get out of bed. I got up and stayed in the bed and called my sister. After that, Jesus, normal morning, hola, mi amor, bonita, all the beautiful stuff. This time I answered, hola, ¿cómo estás? Bien, y tú, bien. Yeah, because we got to get the Spanish going. And then I start thinking about all the other things. Like, sometimes you forget your dreams. And again, Pisces season allows you to go back and go get those dreams and remind you that, hey, remember, you're not really in a situation. You have a trajectory. Your trajectory is to learn languages. Your trajectory, Lisa Marie, is to up level. Even all this, if I find that after a while I'm rebranding and rebuilding my business, that I'm struggling a little too much, I'm just going to go to another country. Spirit is like, you have options here. Let's go to another damn country, live off a lot less, enjoy the sun, and that will actually help with your brand. Y'all enjoyed when I was in the DR, and you'll definitely enjoy when I was in another country. So, and I want to really learn Spanish. I think it's going to be leveraging. It's going to be great because that business is really on my mind. But for me, whatever you have to go back and fix, whatever that was broken, and bring it back anew, it may be business, it may be relationship, it may be a combination of all of it. But we had just an amazing, mature, wonderful conversation. I feel like I say Jesus put like some Dominican voodoo on me, and I don't know if y'all know the name of that voodoo, let me know. But it might just be voodoo since they share the same country with Haiti, but we won't go there. And I just say that he told me, like, no man will ever love me like you do, like I do. No man will ever love you like I do. And I'm sitting there going, you mother effer. It don't really seem like that. See, like what you said is true, But I don't know. But yeah, it's definitely a difference. He ended the winner, y'all. He's devoted. He's devoted. And I love it. I love the devotion. I really must say. And just great conversation. He's very business minded. He's a hustler in a good way. Something that I find very attractive in a man that get up and make it happen. But also he's Latin, so he's very expressive, which I'm very expressive as well. So anyway, it was a nice, it was good. It was like everything is like, follow the impulse, fix those things, mend. You know what I'm saying? Amends, make amends and mend, and keep relationships that you can. decide on what they're going to be, you and the other person. Some are business, some are pleasure, some are fun, some are friendships. You know what I'm saying? Business, pleasure, fun, or friendship. Put them in the categories if you want to. But go back and unearth those things. It's actually going to find very good for you. And then what happened was it made me start thinking about sometimes we think in life we don't have options. And then you start thinking, well, wait a second. If the money I'm making now, no, as a new business, I mean, as all the bills I got, no, this is not gonna make it because I'm reestablishing. I'm Live Free TV with Lisa Marie. It's all about fun and excitement, joy, happiness, and all this newness. And in actuality, I love to travel. I do, but I actually love to live in other countries. I was ready with the DR. I wasn't and was. He's right. I was ready in that I was good that this would be my life. I was good with it. I was good. Like I was like, that's why I paid for 3 months to stay there. I was good. I was like, you know what? This is good. Like the market was amazing. It was so much newness and the learning of a new language. I was getting the accent down. My Spanish was improving. Like I was renting out a 2-bedroom, 2-bath house practically, and with a pool outside, and the beach was down. Like, wait a second, we had a car. It wasn't like it was rental, that was the most expensive, but it don't have to be. I was good, and I realized that I can do that. Not, I don't know, there or somewhere else, but it's just like once you start going back, a lot of us think, I don't want to go back there. I don't want to deal with that. I don't want to close that. I don't want to fix that. I don't want to do that. I just want to keep moving forward. And law of attraction would probably agree with you. No, would agree with you that that's the way to go. But what if you feel like you want to move forward, you think you're moving forward, but you start like in some maybe dating, or you start interacting, or you start realizing that you're still kind of needing to go back and fix some stuff. I think that for us as Black folks who really want to get into healing, something we've not really done for a long, long time, I think it's okay. I think it's okay to know that you want to fix things, know that you've grown and learned, but also to recognize when you haven't grown and learned. I feel like I've grown and learned so much. Since my separation from the ex and then divorce, since my divorce I say separation because we were separated before we got divorced, of course. From my ex, I feel like I grew like this. I feel like I am a new person. I almost feel like I can't even recognize myself, and I love it. And I think that was definitely that year of travel. Like I was gutsy. Sometimes too, when you look back at how great and amazing of what you did. I don't know anybody at my age at that time that was just saying, hey, F it, I'm gonna go to this country, I'm gonna pay for the rent for 3 months, we're gonna get us a car, I'm gonna have me a bag, he's gonna keep speaking Spanish, we're gonna be doing this. Or even that I'm 50 something years old, I'm gonna go to a Spanish immersion program. They wasn't expecting a grown woman, they was expecting a little kid, and I'm gonna learn the Spanish, and I'm gonna go to this country. I'm like, how dope is that? Like, I'm dope. Like, I'm so dope. But sometimes you forget because you come back and you try to fit your big self in a very small world in a lot of ways. Your world you used to have. And sometimes too, when you're here, you forget that you do have options. Like I'm telling you, I'm an entrepreneur for life. It's already whatever. If it's not this, it's gonna be something else. But it's gonna be this because this is what I do. But it's going to be done in different ways. I still got more life. I think all of this, especially the dating, the young guy reminded me in my mind that there's still more living. You ain't old like that. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, my SC guy, he reminded me that you're lovable. Like he was in it. And I know that he was as well. So it was all good. But when you really look at it, like, where do you want to go? Forget all these things and all these circumstances. You have to sit with yourself and say, but what do you want? And be honest, because sometimes we go for I want that because I think it's going to be secure. I think like we stay on the job because we think we're going to have that security. We stay in relationships or try to get one because we feel like we're getting older. We need to go grab anybody. I want that security. I love security, but I don't know if somebody else can give me that. I think I need to feel that myself. But I love joy and laughter and fun. Like y'all, like I'm learning like who I am, and I would have never known that. Like I said, this thing, I know you'll keep hearing me talk about this younger thing. I mean, but the one in DR, like I said, he's younger than me too. They all are actually. But I was never thinking about it before in that way. Everything just kind of matched. But if I learned nothing else, I learned about me, my energy level, my spirit. And that's a fascinating. Some of us are sitting thinking it's over for us. Some of us are sitting there thinking it's the last chance. Some of us are ready for not just retirement and that you leave your job. That's great. You earn that. You deserve that. But kind of retiring from life. Some would say statements like, at my age, or I'm so old, or not right now, or could I? Like, you still here. This is a whole different kind of new world anyway. And Black folks now we are healthier. We have so much knowledge and wisdom about how to stay that way, not just physically, but mentally and spiritually as well. We have options. There's a different world. And sometimes as 50 plus women, we forget that. We write our own selves out because we thinking it's like our mother or our mother's mother. Or we think it's like the old days when it was pretty much over 50, you was going down. And every once in a while, you'll read something or hear something, some jerk will say it's over for y'all. But the reality is, look at us. I mean, we're here. And we're not just here, but like we kind of doing it. We doing it and doing it well. And I just am excited about life again. Like that part of it, I know it's because I'm getting ready to travel, but y'all know travel does something for me. And listen, this can do something for you as well, just watching me. Ladies, come into this intensive that starts on Sunday. We about to do this. We about to try. We're going to be in Ghana. All of us. You're going to see God. It's going to change. It's going to be changed, life changing. You already know. But I think for me, what I was just realizing was, wow, like you have options, but you all have options too, and you have no idea. We buy into the story we told ourselves or somebody told us, the discovery of self, the better quality of life that we could have at any given moment. But sometimes we forget. We was so used to struggling, we don't think that, wait a second, I'm not my mama, my grandma, my great-grandmama. Because let's go back 20 generations of slavery. You can do some things you couldn't do before. It's just when I see Black women, I see y'all, when I talk to y'all and I see your faces and your comments, it's like, y'all, we out here. And it's not just the 50 plus women. It's the 40, the 30s, the 20. It's Black women in general. My girl, I'm going to go get the book. Hold on, y'all. Let me get this book. Let me just show y'all what the 50 plus ladies is doing. This book is by my girl. So I hope you're watching. This is by Goddess Awakening. The Awakening. Okay, anyway, this is by my girl, Wendy Cherry. And I went to DC and spoke on her radio show. She's been in a lot of my courses, always so supportive, like gave me suggestions on my PDFs, and now my PDFs are beautiful because she was like, girl, we need to make it look prettier. Like, I just love her. Very powerful sister. My girl wrote a book. This is my folks. Like, she wrote a book. She's 50. I think you just turned 50, girl, 51 now. From Jersey to Me, The Awakening and Healing of a Goddess, a memoir by Wendy Cherry. Like, I'm going to read this on the plane ride to Ghana. Like, I'm just, like, we doing stuff. And it's so much to do. Ladies, I know sometimes I'm feeling that stifleness. I know that feeling of like, ooh, it's something else. Like, I don't know what it is, but I know it's something else, and you can't quite get to it. You got to let it go. That's why going to Ghana is going to be so good for me. I know I'm going to come back and I'm going to understand who I am, what I am, where I'm going, and what I need to do next. I want to give so much more to the world. I know I got things to say, and I know people want to hear it, and I know they will pay to do that. And I just want to add to my skills. I want to get the Spanish down. I learned so much in my travels, and I know it changed me. Sometimes too, I think that's what happens. You go in these places and you change, and then you come back here and you don't have enough time to process the changes. I think that the one thing, if anything, that I miss about a partnership where it's a healthy one, I don't know if I ever had it though. Wait a second. I was going to say, well, like me rebranding and starting over, it'd be so nice if I had somebody that had some money so they could be like, look, you just focus on your brand, go out there, go do it. Let's hire some this and that, what we need. And I got you. I got you on the rent. I got you on the this. I got you on the that. But I was going to say I missed that, but actually, yes, I did. I had it once. I'm sorry. I had it with the old guy. Yes, I did. I had it for 6 years, y'all. I did have it. Sorry. I don't want to take that away. That was amazing. Okay, now when I really think about it, I just told you about 4 guys, didn't I, that I used to date, and they was all givers. they were all taking caregivers. So actually the whole thing is not true. And I think that's another thing that I think Spirit wants us to tell another story. And when I say tell another story, tell it as it was too. Because it wasn't all bad, none of it. Your whole life was, and if you think your whole life was bad, you still here. So what is that about? What is the purpose for you to still be here? And I'm just exploring that today. Like I'm just really exploring that. But I'm also I got to do my taxes. God help me. I wish an angel could come in and just do them for me, but I got to do my taxes. And it's not a tax. I got to prepare. I got to get my taxes ready to be done by a tax preparer. I got to go in and do, but it's the money time. So it is pretty right on. And I'm going to actually say, enjoy it, love it. You can see where you are. You get a chance to look at your finances. You don't have to fool yourself. You know where you're coming from. A lot of blessings comes. Now you think, oh my God, this is a year or 2 years. I didn't do as well as I did in the past. You might get some money. I might get a tax return behind that. So I'm just saying, like, we about to go up in here and find all the money that we've been leaving on the table. A girl don't want to leave no money on the table anymore. And yeah, y'all, I'm just giving thanks. So if you are feeling grouchy, moody, flashing, changing, just all that's going all in your feelings, and it's normal. It's okay. Go with it. Give yourself some time. Take a little more time in the morning or in the evening before you go to sleep. Take time to figure out what you need to go back and fix. It's always in here, but sometimes outwardly you can express it. And today it was a good day. It was a going back, but it was like my sister's my blood. That's my family. And that's a real going. That's like the beginning. We talked about my mother and things of that nature. Beautiful. And Jesus also was a returning back to what was this, or where was this, or just laughing about life or moving forward, which is actually, we just was talking about life and moving forward. And it was beautiful. It's a lot of people, like I know sometimes my mouth, I'm a wordsmith, and I know that my self-expression is here. I tell you, most people can't deal with the way that I express myself, especially if they went out with me and I'm expressing myself towards them, even though I'm not mentioning names. I know that that's hard for them. I'm going to give it honest with you. Jesus be dealing with all of that because he knows that that's me. And he knows that that's the way I need to express. He understands that. And I think just for nothing else, I got a friend. You know what I'm saying? So when people know you and still like you, they know you and still understand you, keep your friends in your pocket. I think as women, we got to start making more choices and decisions from a business sense or from a friendship standpoint, because, and the reason why I say that is because you're traveling around the world. It was interesting, but it's funny. Like my girl was dating a Dominican, and my friend Jesus wanted to meet him. That's your girl. That's your good friend. I need to see about this one because I know my own people. He told me. I know when I look at him, I could tell you what he's gonna be about. I could tell you the whole thing. And it was so wonderful. She said, thank you. I feel like I got a brother in the DR. And I've noticed that the guy himself kind of reacted a little differently, knowing that she did have some family. So it's for a lot of reasons. You get the idea of helping somebody with your span. So I'm saying, I think that we could actually be friends with a lot of people that we've been lovers with. And I think that that's for me going back is how do I maintain anything with anybody that I'm dating, not dating, had date, and still realize that this is a valuable friendship that could turn very profitable for all of us. So my new thing, my forward going movement is no enemies, just friends. No enemies, just friends. Of course, lovers, a lover, and I want to do them. I want the man, but I'm not pressed either. And I'm looking at relationships and seeing where some of them can be very beautiful and very positive, and that they change and allow for the change and move forward with it. It's time to grow up. I feel like Pisces says it's time to grow up, and you're not grown if you're not dealing with your feelings. And I love that. I love that. So I'm good. Like, I'm good. I've been coming to y'all every day. I've been keeping my promise every day. My little curly things. Okay, every day I've been coming, keeping my promise. So I hope that, you're enjoying these daily. Tomorrow is Saturday and it's Sunday, and then I will be back Monday because that's my normal day. So y'all, we gotta do a whole month where I just come in. But this is good for now. So if you are interested, I got a couple of things. Oh, tonight, I forgot about tonight. Tonight we got our class. I forgot we got our class from 7 to 8:30. So it's our central class. It's the orgasms. Oh yes, girl. It's the orgasms and manifestation and as vibration. Orgasms as a high vibratory frequency to manifest. That's $37. That's tonight from 7 to 8:30. So be there. I'm looking forward to you being there. And we're going to have a very good time. I'm looking forward to that. And that will be, there's a group that's already made. So it's $37. You'll be added to the Facebook group. And if you can't get on a group or you're not on Facebook, don't worry. You can buy the replay, okay? So you should come live. It's going to be fun. Discussion on toys and orgasms and that feeling and what it feel like and how to get there if you're not and all that good stuff. And then Sunday, we have 2 courses. We have the beginning of our 21-day intensive, first class here. The next class will be in Ghana, West Africa. Matter of fact, I leave on the day that we would have our second class, and we're going to work with that. And then also, we do the My Home is a Vision Board Part 2. That starts from 1 to 3 p.m. on Sunday. So I'm teaching 2 classes on Sunday, but that's what we do because I'm a teacher. So yeah, y'all, I think y'all need to hear a Black woman talking about some good stuff. And I figured that this idea of the way we feel like the state of men today, like what happened, I don't really know, because I do remember when men were happy to be men and men were happy to be with you and court you and love you. And I think men were men back then, like today, like a lot of times you meet some men, like they live with their mothers and they grown. Like that's probably not, I never had a good relationship with a man that lived with his mother, because he doesn't really know how to relate to a regular woman, because the relationship we have with his mother, no woman can have that relationship with him. His mother's going to do things or say things or allow things that's coming from a different place. She might give him more. She might spoil him a little bit. The fact that she's still living in the same house with him says something about why is that even happening? Your child should have a chance to go out there. And I think when you have your mother, you that compensates for kind of having a woman. You're just not having sex with, of course, not with your mama, right? But you still, so you don't need that other woman as much, because your mama probably cooking still, your mama cleaning the house still, your mama, it's going to make you a little dysfunctional. I saw that in Trinidad, and I've seen that in a recent relationship, but definitely in Trinidad, So I think then, like the men I had, they want to get out the house. They want to have their own. They want to do their own thing. I think that men before wanted to be men. Like my mother said, in her generation, a young man, they couldn't wait to put on shoes and wear a hat like that's back then, grown man put on a hat. They couldn't wait to get their grown man on. They didn't want to be little boys. So I think there's a lot of that going on. A lot of men can go back to their mamas, and their mamas is not really helping them. They need to push them out there or get themselves away from their sons, because that's not fair. I think it's the kind of, I wonder if the women's liberation movement, I wonder if that kind of messed us up. Because I thought, in a sense, it was like, well, we can have sex then, and we don't have to have you wait, and I want what I want. It kind of makes us a little more aggressive, where we wasn't playing our position. I know maybe a terrible term to say, as women, I mean, just as the ones that you chase instead of the other way around. I think that's free. And the fact that the man can get sex anytime, anywhere, and from beautiful women. You're beautiful, they all beautiful. That's the one thing. I don't care how beautiful you are, there's somebody that they don't think is more beautiful. And sometimes for men, a sexual thing is not even about the other woman being beautiful. Sometimes a woman is not more beautiful than you, because it's not that. I think there's a lot. I think that we were given these rights, like, oh, go out there, have sex, and do everything you want to do. But nobody told us how that was going to affect us. We didn't understand it. Plus, we were going out there broken. We were going out there hurt. We were going out there with no real knowledge and wisdom. I think, too, sometimes we come in religious families, not all, that don't actually. I see Southern culture. Southern culture is interesting. Let me just say this for you all Southerners. Y'all don't really understand it. Y'all have a culture, okay? There is Black culture, and I think Southern culture is Black culture. And I think that religion makes that Southern culture a culture. That religion, because that religion got rules and there's things you can and cannot do. Not that people are breaking the rules. But what I say in that is sometimes the rule is you don't really talk about sex or relationships or with your children, not with your daughters. So she out there trying to figure it out herself. You just tell her, wait for a man like your father. And when you out there, you don't see that man like, of course, your father that came from, he goddamn not too far long ago was a slave. What I'm trying to say is he ain't that far removed from the years of slavery. He's not that far removed from and I look at slavery as Jim Crow was slavery, was it not? Reconstruction was slavery, was it not? Separate but equal was slavery, was it not? So we talking about a black man that was instead of, I'm not saying it wasn't running around. I'm not saying we got blues songs about the side piece. We know that always existed, but I think his everyday to day issues was a little different. He had real shit on his mind. So somebody told him that a man has to take care of his family and not the people. It's your new family. Go out there and get a woman and be a man. We have men that told men to be men. But I think that the society, you could tell that the society at large is like, oh, we're gonna mess all of this up. We're gonna make sure the men don't even like the women no more. Let's let them like men. That'll really help. Because now they can't even reproduce. Like they can't even reproduce. So we done. We got that. We put the other ones in jail, and then they're gonna have to get some love somewhere. So they're gonna get some love in jail, which means they ain't gonna want you no more. It's just ugly. And listen, I ain't going to debate nobody. If you got eyes, you can goddamn see. Now, if we need to make some babies out here, okay, we ain't reproducing, what we doing? We dying. So I'm just going to call it what it is. I feel like my mother said this to me, like she said that in the 60s, after civil rights, we was getting it. The 70s, blacks was doing pretty good. We had city jobs, so we had security. We was doing well. And she said, oh, here come the cocaine. Here come the cocaine. We're not talking about the crack now. We're not talking about the crack. We're talking about straight cocaine. That was the city workers. That was the bus drivers. That was the transit workers. That was the police. That was the folks with money. Good jobs, we called it. We was loving ourselves, embracing our afros, wearing our cornrows, wearing our beads. Y'all might not, youngsters don't know about that. We was doing it, not we. I was a generation under them. As my mama said, with black pride, learning who we was, wearing dashikis, literally going back to Africa. Learning about ourselves. They was like, oh no, them niggas is not going to come out. We're going to influx them with some drugs. And we're going to make sure that the men don't like the women no more, because we could stop the family. We stopped them all. It's very deep and it's very deliberate, and you kind of open your eyes and see, I'm just saying. Because if I could sit here and talk about a time when men were men, that means it wasn't that long ago. Because remember, now I'm coming up in the 80s, and this is where the crack, because now you can't get no cocaine no more. You ain't got no more money. So, we want to get them all. Let's make sure the project folks, because I lived in the projects during the 80s, so nobody could talk. In New York, if you want to talk to me? Talk to me if you want to. And I saw utter destruction with crack. Utter destruction. Grandmothers cracked out. Women doing things that you would never want to see a woman do for some crack. People dying. Boyfriend, girlfriend stabbing each other off some crack. People getting raped and thrown off roofs off some crack. I'm sorry, I know it's live free. I know it's supposed to be high vibe, but hey, it's Pisces time. We're going deep, okay? We're going deep, right? So let's be honest. I mean, let's be honest. Like it's destructive. So when you get, sometimes, like I will tell you, it was this show, but it was I don't even know how I got to it. It was a little live show, and it was a brother on the show, and he was talking about how Derek Jackson is lying to 40 plus women that nobody gonna want us at 40. He giving us false hope to let us think we're gonna get a man at 40. So you got to look, it's live. So you look at the little chat room and you see the pictures of men. They was like, these old hoes over 40s, or nobody wants your old. They was going off. Like, why any man would hate women like that? You getting a little nervous. I know what's going on, though. I know you don't like women, for real, and I get that. But it was deep, them same men. So the guy was the guy. Why is he even having this dumbass conversation? Like, why? I know, jockey in perfect position, right? What they call that, I forgot, when you just you just trying to get people to look at you. But the thing was, they putting women down, right? Just going off the chat room. I wasn't listening. I didn't listen to him. Once I saw the title, I just put it on mute. I wanted to see what the chat room is saying. And the deep part was, they was thought a black woman was everything but the child of God. But they was like, yo, man, love you looking sharp today, man. Love your tie, man. Let's get a brother something for the chat room, man. And I'm sitting there going, how fucking gay is this, man? And I don't mean that in a bad way. Gay people say that's so gay. Like, wait a second, you hate black women, you have everything but the child of God, but you giving this man all those goddamn compliments? What happened? What happened? Is somebody answering this? Somebody not seeing the destruction? We have lost something. Why do you hate? When I see black men hating black women, it's two things to me. Somebody taught you to do that. Or you don't like women. And if you don't like women, you don't have to be them. You don't have to be with them. You don't have to dislike them. But question that yourself. I wish that our communities could have a real conversation. Because most of us have this back in the background privately because we all so scared. I don't have nothing against people gay. Like, I had Jerry, my mother's friend, we was our best friends, like our uncle. We loved him. God gave people for family now. Matter of fact, there's one questionable in jail. Yeah, I think so too. Okay. So what I'm saying is, nobody, like, y'all, we good. Like, I love it, but everybody in the black community should open our eyes and say, but wait a second. Everybody going that way, which means that how do we have men for our women? How do we recreate? Because everybody, all of us came out of a woman's womb. Every one of us. So we gotta, I need gay men to step up and love black women again. I don't care, and have your relations, but love black women. Make sure all black men that no one can put a black woman down. You gay, you got a mama. I bet a lot of gay men, it's your mama that was loving on you. Your mama loved your ass no matter what. Your daddy might have had some problems, but your mama was loving you. So I need gay black men to love your mothers and stick up for black women as well. You're still a man. It doesn't matter who you love. You love who you love. I have no problem with it. I come to your wedding. I told you that. But we got to this idea of, in order for me to love a man, I got to hate a woman. This shit is kind of ridiculous. But not all of y'all. Some of y'all is very wonderful. You love your mama. You having beautiful gay relationships. I'm happy for you. It's the ones that I think it's them down low brothers. They got that low anger because they mad because they like men. They freaking mad. So they got to take that shit out on you. It's like, dude, wait a second. I'm cool. You told me this shit. We could have all been friends. You know what I'm saying? I think gay men that out and they cool, they don't have no problem with you. They definitely don't like you. Matter of fact, they your best friend. But them down low brothers, them be the ones that be beating on women and hating women because they mad, they fucked up because fuck society. You using that excuse anyway. So come on now. If you came out, then maybe everybody be happier. And I know somebody say, you women say that, come out, when a black man come out, y'all be riding his ass. Yeah, we kind of do. I mean, I'm sorry, we're not perfect. We a little hurt, okay? We a little hurt in these streets. That's probably why we be riding them. Because we be like, God dang it, if another one come out, what we gonna do? What we gonna do? How we gonna have a baby? Like, how we gonna, don't get mad because we mad. Nobody don't really want to have this conversation, do y'all? Don't be mad because we mad. Don't be mad. You got to look at that. As you a gay man, you got to look and say, wow, y'all know how many men get. The gay men, that's the ones I love, the ones that are out and out and just happy as can be and just trying to live their life. I love y'all. I have no problem with y'all. Y'all know half these men that we women think is straight is gay. So you know why we mad. We mad because everybody seem gay. Which wouldn't be a problem if there wasn't so many damn black women that ain't got no men. We ain't got no men. So we going to be a little upset when we see them with you. We like, shit, damn, what, him too? You be like, girl, I was trying to tell you. I was like, I know. Antoine, I know. I'm sorry, we got a joke. If you can't laugh at your shit, then you ain't really gay anyway, okay? So, I'm sorry, somebody got to say the shit. Somebody got to say, we mad. And you know why? Because you know he gay. You know, your gay friend know that man be gay. Be like, no, girl, don't date him, girl. No. You like, him too? Oh, my too? Like, girl, Omar, girl, watch. Let me call Omar right now. Hey, Omar, hey, baby. You're like, oh, shit, Omar. Oh, Lord. Yeah, so some of y'all that was born gay, like, y'all good, but all these men wasn't born gay. I don't care what nobody say. Some of these men, the ones that beat women and hate women and giving men compliments and not women, y'all wasn't born gay. Because if you was born gay, I think you'd be a little more okay with your shit. But you wasn't born. You was fucked up. You got fucked up, and you fucking everybody else up in the process. Come out, wherever you are. I ain't gonna call your ass out because I don't know nobody right now. I wouldn't do it anyway because we know how that shit went bad, didn't that, for one sister? But I'm just saying, like, it's true, and y'all gotta stop doing that. Like, oh, you talking about gay people? No, I told you, real gay people, I like y'all. Those ones is out, got your man, got your woman, y'all happy, y'all, we good. You still black, I'm black. We gotta struggle, let's come together. I'm talking about them fools that be beating up on women, them fools that be cheating knowing that they really want a man and they can't come out. See, I can't get with y'all. That's not, y'all winning right now. Gay folks is winning right now. Who don't want to, this the best. If I was gay, God dang it, I come out, I'll be proud. I'll tell everybody, I call up the news, magazine. Y'all winning. Why today would you not come out if you gay? And y'all winning right now. This is your time. Y'all got that shit locked. We can't even talk too bad about y'all. Y'all fucking have us fired. I mean, y'all winning, okay? So if you winning, but the ones that's winning is the one that's out. So y'all, it's good. It's the other ones. Y'all know them other ones. So I want to ask gay men, when you messing with these down low brothers that's straight, do you be telling them this shit is wrong? Do you say, yo, man, you need to come out? I came out. That shit was better. I felt better. I didn't care my whole family disowned me, whatever. I felt good. Do you be telling them that this shit is wrong, what they doing? I just want to know. Can we have a real conversation or not? I just want to know, because that shit is, you know it's wrong. You be like, no, girl, I had your man. Why you want to be messy like that? That's messy. You don't want to tell a woman like that. That hurt, like, because she can't compete with you. You don't want to hurt black women. You want to love black women. We love y'all. Black women, most of the time, I'm going to tell you, when I grew up, when it was gay folks in the community, they mama loved them. They mama loved them. So love your mama, and every woman is your mother, and you must love her. It's a game. They want you to hate. Do you understand? They want to divide us. Okay, you over there, you over here. Gay people don't talk to straight people don't talk to... Okay, we ain't going to get nowhere. In the end, your skin is still black. Okay? So you got black problems, and we need to come together around that shit. But if you don't get rid of... If y'all don't deal with these DL brothers... These homo thugs, these down, you gonna get destroyed too. So is this really true? Like, y'all, is there women getting snatched because you're trying to get the womb? Like, what that gonna do? Like, you gonna miss women after a while. You're gonna be like, oh my God, that means my mama gotta go too. Do you want your mama dead? Like, I wouldn't want my mama dead because I'm trying to get rid of all women. Like, what did we do? What did we do? When you think about, like, sometimes, like, you think about what did we do? We didn't do nothing to y'all women. Black women be supporting gay men and gay women. We love y'all. Like, what did we do? But you ain't sticking up for us. So I need y'all to stick up for us and stop being homo thugs. And, okay, you can be a homo thug. That's okay. That's fine, because that's shit. Everybody got to play a role. Roles are great. But stop being on the DL, because that's just, y'all winning. So I'm confused. Okay. That was a great conversation. I felt good. I know some of y'all like, oh, Lord, I'm scared. Hey, Chanel. Hey, Lakeisha. Hey, Gypsy. Where do we go? Pisces season. Pisces season. This Pisces season has me in my feelings. Crazy. Plus retrograde. I've been hibernating. Yeah, Gypsy, that would be best to hibernate because Pisces season does have you, don't it? And Mercury retrograde, right? Lisa Marie, good morning. OMG. So happy your injuries weren't life-threatening. God spared you to be an inspiration to others. You're a living proof. I say, oh, thank you. Did I have some injuries? I don't know which one, but I hear you. Yeah, right? Right? Yes, I'm all in my field. Keisha, you feel it too? Bon dia, Audrey. Yeah, my ex was a Pisces and he lived in his head. Oh my God, they saw in their head. They be mad about shit from before they was born. They do. They be mad about shit before they was born. The shit, well, they wasn't even here. They be like, I'm mad about that shit too. Oh, You're holding on. Them Pisces be holding on. I think Pisces are karmic signs. I think when you come into a Pisces body, you've been here a lot. That's why you're holding on to so much ish. But that's just what I feel. I was trying to figure out what the hell was going on. Pisces, I know, has me all jacked up. Is y'all feeling this? He just said, yes, the Queen Lex. I'm here looking at what I can improve upon, but my emotions are crazy. I know. I'm just trying to help some relationships too, because your man might not understand why you lost it, but he might be losing it too. Usually it is the truth. Or because Pisces also broke my heart, had me jacked up. Thank God for healing. Yes, ma'am. Thank you for sharing that, Audrey. Good morning, Lisa Marie. Hey, Carlette. Audrey says the moon is in Taurus today to bring some things down to earth grounding. That makes so much sense, because that's why my second half of my commentary was very grounding, wasn't it? Thank you. Carlette says, good morning, peeps. Good morning. Hey, Urban Princess. At Egyptian Queen, Lex says, yes, same here. This entire week, I felt totally emotional away. I'm not off balance. Last night and Tuesday night, I was sitting trying to figure out what I could do, what was happening. But you see how we're all in it? We're feeling it. I just need to come on and say, let me let my sisters know it will pass. You're waving at all. Yes, ma'am. Thank you. Hey, Kim Queen says, hey, Audrey McLean. Yes, giving thanks. Yes. Hey, y'all. Okay, good. Giving the love. You know, I always like to see Deborah, beautiful. Peace and blessings to you. Egyptian says, Queen Lex, you're not alone, says, use the time. Yes. Egyptian, I will do good. I love y'all. My best loving friend, my sister, Ola says, peace, everyone. I love you. Peace to you. Hey, Jernay. Hola, Jernay. Yes, Queen Lex says, I absolutely think women can be friends with men they used to be in relations with, but I think men have a much harder time trying to do that. I agree. Will you be posting videos of your trip on your Patreon? Yes, Patreon will be in full effect. Patreon will be in full effect in Ghana. I promise y'all, because y'all been so patient with me, and thank you for asking. Absolutely. Yes. Yes, this Pisces season all along with Mercury retro has me clearing out a lot of things, right? People, things, and my emotions. I feel super motivated to get things done. This is good for me. Yes, right? We're working with it. Lisa Marie, forget, love your hair. Oh, thank you. I'm just having so much fun with my hair right now. Thank you. I'm going to have to get with you, Lisa Marie, to see how to seriously get my business off the ground. I'm ready. Come on, Queen. I'm ready for you. Zama says, you're right, sis. I remember my grandfather and father were a different type of men, very responsible, all about building a family with a woman. Things are different. Yes. And I think, Zama, even, and you saw it in your grandfather and your father, I think that we have to, women that know and remember, have to let these young girls, and y'all know you're younger than me, but let us know, like, y'all, there was a time, so what happened? Now that, okay, and Gypsy says to Carlette, yes. Carlette says, now that the hat and shoe thing is what keeps me in love with the South. When I do see it, I swear I get mesmerized. I don't see it often, but when I do, Lord have mercy. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. My mama told me about that. Man was happy to put them hat on and them shoes. Like he was a man. Thank you, Eddie Gypsy. Yes, Queen Lexama. Right. Hey, Miss Shala. It's definitely a different time. My son is 23 and a gentleman. It's sometimes difficult for him to relate to women. That's right. They don't want him opening doors, carrying things with him. And you know what, Michelle? And I like that idea that some of the women too. Yeah, okay, you're right. Let's go. Hey, I think we are the boss. We get to be the boss, and we've taken care of our own lives. And a lot of us will tell you, I pay my bill, pay my car note. So what happens to the black woman too? That because she had to take care of herself. So now she can do all that. She don't even. We got women asking men to marry them. If you one of those women, I ain't offending you, but I've seen something in my little short time on this earth. You only know a man like you if he stepped to you. If you step to him, I've seen some stuff. It ain't really cute. It's like, ooh, no, because men know what they want and what they don't want. And if they ain't asked you to marry them and you got to ask them, they probably ain't really that into you. And like, ooh, I don't know if we should be doing that. But I'm open. I'm just not that damn open. I'm just not. But so I think you're right. We start to play our role and our role becomes reverse as well. But if you I agree. I think that I feel like, man, yeah, I think we're all playing roles that I don't know if we even like them. I don't know. I think you're right that a lot of women don't know. Like, I'm gonna have to say this. Like, when I was in the DR, this is, and my girl dating the Dominican too. Like, there is a different culture. And I remember Jesus, like, he would be furious because I opened the damn door. He wanted to come around, open the door. Like, he was mad about the ish. I was like, damn, man, I'm about to get die up in this goddamn hot ass car. But this fool want me, I ain't going. I ain't trying to call you no fool because I know you watching. I'm sorry, I ain't calling you no fool. Let me drink my water. He understands me, so it's okay. But I agree. That's all I can say. I agree that yeah, we gotta get used to that shit. We gotta get used to that. But I personally love the door open and all that other stuff. And I learned to say thank you. It was just it's the Caribbean, and it was very hot and the windows was up. I just didn't understand the shit. I was like, you know what? I'm sorry. They don't want him to act like, yes, queen. No, she right. She said, let's balance this ish out. I love it. Let's hear some more. Mitchell, I agree. I'm telling you that, yeah, I think when we get older, we get better, because then that's where your son's a young man. And that's why a lot of those young men say they date older women, because they feel like the young women don't really know how to receive that. By the time you get to my age, you be waiting for it. You be like, yes, open that damn door, baby. As long as it's not 112 degrees. Zama says, but I have to say, women are also different these days. That's right. You agree too. No longer like my grandmother and mom. There's a lot of this independence, not pressed about getting married and having kids within there. Yeah, and I you know what? And what age group are you? Because I bet that's true. I bet women in the 20s, because I see, I haven't met the women, y'all. I love what y'all said, and I thank you. Different perspective. All the women I know, they want to be married, but like, I guess, what's the age group? And we're going from 35 and above. I feel like all my 35 and above ladies, they like, where you at? I want my husband. I don't care if degrees was nice, but I need my husband. So maybe it's the 20 something year olds, because the women I know, I ain't met a black woman yet that didn't want a man, unless she want a woman. You know what I'm saying? And that's okay. But the ones that like men, I ain't meet her, but maybe I'm not hanging out with the 25-year-olds. I think they got a lot of time. Y'all help me out. I want to know. We talking. Talent, says he gypsy. Yes, you speaking, Queen. Thank you, Queen Lex. Don't stop. Keep talking. Yes, I just want to know, like, what's really going on. All right, Lisa Marie, you said that. I said it, right? Hey, Lisa. Hey, Emma. Queen Lex says, I agree with Zama. Women are also different now. And if you don't have a positive mother, aunt, grandmother, or look to the past for what we used to be, sisters are getting messed up. You know what, y'all? Thank you for sharing that with me. Because I haven't met those women. All the women I know, like, I know women that could throw down in the kitchen, sold that thing. I know women that got beautiful houses. I know women who got it going on and just want a man. But I agree with you. If we're not teaching them those kind of things, I believe that that's true. If y'all say it, I believe it. So I thank you for that. Because it's got to be balanced, right? It can't be happening on one end and not happening on another. So I agree. Okay, that's right. That's right. You're right. We got to have the women that's passing down. Some women don't know a lot. You are right. I agree. I just don't know them women, but I agree. Read The Negro Family. Goonies Girl says, The Case for National Action by Daniel Patrick Moynihan. The report directly influenced policies that would lead to the breakdown of the black family and black. Thank you. I mean, this is kind of obvious. Like I said, if we want to act like we're not opening up our eyes, or everybody want to be so politically correct, then we're going to do ourselves an injustice as black people. Thank you, Michaela. Facts being spoken. Yes. Thank you for that. That information, I mean, it's kind of right. You can see it. Yes, good read. Thank you, Aguni's girl. All of this is methodical. Yes, they've been studying us from the breakdown of the black to our spending habits. That's right. It's part of a much lesser plan. I mean, can we not see it? Yes, Queen, because I see it. I'm like, oh, okay, this is going to end a whole bunch of stuff. Facts. That's right. Family, the gypsy, thank you. I got that. Miss Lisa hit it on the head the other day when she said us women choose the mate, and that we need to choose a mate that'll make the race stronger, so to speak. We hold all the power and capacity. Yes, we can. That's right, Queen. Miss Vine and Rose, how you doing? The men are more feminine than the women. Yes, I mean, when I hear men be like, "Oh, why you don't bring me flowers?" He go, "Why you don't bring me flowers?" Ooh, dude, wait. Well, I believe that a man should chase a woman. Well, I believe a woman should chase a man. Whoa, dude, wow, what happened? Like, I mean, you start and you, wow, yeah, there you go. It's the guard nut. You should be. What are you spraying? I'm sorry. It's probably some weed killer. What's your age? I'm 52, Amelia. I'm 52. Uh, okay, here we go. So we gonna have the they all on. Okay, what can we do? Let's get rid of these. Yeah, rid of these. Yeah. Oh, they all on. They heard us. They was like a black woman trying to save the race. Killed her. No, before she grows. Let's put them all on it. Woo! They came out and we got to get rid of them. Okay, I'm a Pisces. I'm not an angry person, but Jupiter, Uranus, and Pluto were retrograde in my eighth house. Transparency, healing, and depth of life. When I was born, that might have something to do with it. Absolutely. Absolutely. We're not even going to deal with the dumb ish. Okay, here we go. Yes, Taurus is ruled by Venus, and Venus will be squared by Pluto on and Saturn. Relationships, finance, emotions can fluctuate. Yeah, so it's a lot going on. And I was just dealing with, oh my gosh, I was just dealing with just the Pisces thing, but yes. Oh yeah, so we need a moderator. We need a moderator because all that, but don't you think like how did all, and that makes you wonder like how that really works, like how do these trolls like come on. I mean, you could just kind of see the destruction. It's like, oh my god, somebody's talking about the destruction. We have to make sure this is not going to stay, this is not going to happen. So anyway, we got rid of a lot of people, but there we go. There we go. It's over now. You know we go over an hour. Anything can come in the door. So we're going to let that go. I love you, ladies. I hope you enjoyed this conversation. I hope that it didn't take away from the high vibe that we had, but I just feel like truth today. I just feel like we should be having conversations that are real. And I think as a community, we are allowing those other communities to separate us. And now they're using sexuality to do it. Black men know good and well that your mama was there for you. So for any black man, gay or not, to hate a black woman, it's ridiculous. Now, unfortunately, I also know there's generations of black men that nobody was there. That they mother, I saw that crack era, I saw what it did. Took the mama out the house, their kids is in foster homes. I know that could mess with you. So you are right, y'all, it's a different time. And that the women have been in foster homes and hurt. Because what sector of societies are we talking about? Are we talking about all of the black? We've been hit in so many from different angles, whether it's way up here, whether it's so-called down there. So I agree. I agree that there's a lot of hurt. And I think that we got to remember some of these brothers are from foster homes. They're in group homes. They're in sisters as well. So it's we got to love each other. We got to love each other, and we got to do it publicly. So I love black folks. I love all my brothers and sisters. I just need y'all to stand up for us, and we're going to be okay. So I love it, ladies. Have a beautiful, blessed day. Thank you so much for allowing me to express. It's Pisces time. Have a beautiful one. I'll see you all later because I'm really stalling because I got to do these taxes. So let me do that. Talk to you later. Peace and blessings.